Welcome to Day 4 of the Canon Law in a Year podcast. Today we continue with Canons 14 through 18. If you want to follow along, we are using the translation from the Canon Law Society of Great Britain and Ireland, which you can see on the website www.canonlaw.ninja, linked in the description. Starting with Canon 14. Laws, even invalidating and incapacitating ones, do not oblige when there is a doubt of law. When there is a doubt of fact, however, ordinaries can dispense from them, provided, if there is a question of a reserved dispensation, it is one which the authority to whom it is reserved is accustomed to grant. That first sentence can be summed up with, if it's unclear whether a law applies to a situation, then you don't have to worry about it. Canon 15. Ignorance or error concerning invalidating or incapacitating laws does not prevent the effect of those laws unless it is expressly provided otherwise. Using our example from yesterday, a bishop attempts to ordain a man who is unbaptized. Even if both the bishop and the man think he had been baptized, but they are incorrect, that error doesn't change the fact that it is impossible to ordain him, and so he remains a layman. Continuing Canon 15. Ignorance or error is not presumed about a law, a penalty, a fact concerning oneself, or a notorious fact concerning another. It is presumed about a fact concerning another which is not notorious until the contrary is proved. To summarize, the law assumes that you know three things. 1. The law. 2. Yourself. And 3. Well-known things about other people. However, it does not assume that you know anything else about other people. Canon 16. Laws are authentically interpreted by the legislator and by that person to whom the legislator entrusts the power of authentic interpretation. An authentic interpretation which is presented by way of a law has the same force as the law itself and must be promulgated. If it simply declares the sense of words which are certain in themselves, it has retroactive force. If it restricts or extends the law or resolves a doubt, it is not retroactive. On the other hand, an interpretation by way of a court judgment or of an administrative act in a particular case does not have the force of law. It binds only those persons and affects only those matters for which it was given. Canon 17. Ecclesiastical laws are to be understood according to the proper meaning of the words considered in their text and context. If the meaning remains doubtful or obscure, there must be recourse to parallel places, if there be any, to the purpose and circumstances of the law, and to the mind of the legislator. In case that's unclear, if you aren't sure what a law means, then ask, what is the context? Why was it enacted? What was the legislator thinking? And are there any parallels? This could mean looking at the canonical tradition and how previous laws on the topic were written and interpreted. Canon 18. Laws which prescribe a penalty or restrict the free exercise of rights or contain an exception to the law are to be interpreted strictly. Strictly here may sound negative, but it's actually a good thing. Strict interpretation of the law means that if any of the conditions described in the law are lacking, then the penalty or restriction does not apply. So being strict in this context means fewer penalties, not more. And that brings us to the end of Day 4. I will see you all tomorrow for Canons 19 through 22. Have a great day, and God bless you.